Yo, what is good, boys? We are back with another recap and reaction video, okay? Because we had not one, but two events happened last night, okay, that we got to recap and react to. We had the UFC 117 Vegas Fight Night, Arnold Allen versus Malik Costa. And then we also had a little Netflix card, okay, that we got to go over as well. So we got 9 fights to go over, 6 on the UFC Fight Night, and then 3 on the Netflix card. So we're just gonna recap them, react to them a little bit, something slight, okay? Got some notes of the fight that we're gonna kind of go over, explain to you guys what happened, and what each of the fighters did good, okay? So we went 4 for 6 on the fight night, and then we went 2 for 3 on the Netflix card because I got a little bit delusional, okay? Got a little bit delusional in the predictions video, okay? But we're not gonna talk about that yet, okay? And then not only that, okay, not only did we have a beautiful night of fights, with the fight night in the Netflix card, we also got a pretty fucking large announcement, okay? Which we're gonna save for a video for itself, okay? Because we got fucking UFC 329 announced. All right, so we're gonna react to that in the next video. Probably gonna release both these videos today. But I wanted to get the recap and reaction out first. Get this out of the way, okay? So we can get to the juicy shit that went down, or that got announced, I guess I could say, last night as well. So without further yapping being done, go ahead, like the video, subscribe, hit a little comment in the comment section, okay? Because we're giving out free picks, practically every weekend, okay? And we're doing pretty fucking solid these past couple weeks. So lock in, tap in, subscribe, and all that good stuff. All right, let's cut the yapping here and get into our opener of the UFC fight. Now we had Nikolai Baretnikov versus Chaos Williams. All right, I did choose Chaos Williams to get this one done by a round 2 TKO. Ends up getting it done in one. Okay, he didn't even need 2 rounds. He got it done in one. All right, our boy Chaos Williams comes out in round 1 looking super pressure heavy. He's landed some big shots on Varetnikov early on in the fight, which I think what played a big part in this fight. He was able to get those big shots off early, and Varetnikov, he just wasn't able to really settle in and get anything going for himself. As far as round 1, early round 1 goes. Just a little bit too much pressure from Chaos Williams, and then Chaos Williams gets him up against the cage. I want to say I said this in the predictions video. I can't remember. But he gets him up against the cage and just fucking lunges at him, as you can see here with the right hand, and then lands like a second right hand right after the first one. A little bit of a Buckley versus Stephen Thompson type of right hand there from Chaos Williams. Beautiful right hand, just jumps into it. All of his body weight goes into that, and then lands like another little one. Starts going for the ground and pound, and the ref stops it, okay? A little bit of an early stoppage, but, I mean, he would have landed a few more shots and it would have been stopped anyways. Good win from Chaos Williams overall. Varetnikov, like I said in the predictions video, buddy just gets hit a little bit too much, okay? You can't be getting hit like that against Chaos Williams, all right? Or else he's going to fucking fling all 100 and fucking, what, like 190 pounds probably on fight night. He's going to fucking fling that whole 190 pounds at you with that right hand, and gets himself a good little knockout in the first round. On to the next, we had Timmy Kumba versus Bernardo Sopa. I picked Bernardo Sopa to get this one done by decision, I think. He ends up getting himself a submission. All right, round 1. Timmy Kumba, he's actually looking pretty good. In round 1, has some success with the striking. But then towards the end of round 1, Bernardo, he kind of starts getting that grappling going. Okay, like I said, he should in the predictions video. Starts creating some good scrambles, and starts threatening some submissions. Round 2 comes around, and Bernardo, I'm guessing, he realized in that first round, he's like, all right, I'm going straight grappling here. Comes out in round 2, gets the fight on the ground quickly, and then I don't even want to say he really took Timmy Kumba's back, because he was kind of halfway on his back here, as you can see. Just kind of had one hook in here over Kumba's leg here, and just locks up the fucking rear naked, boy, and just fucking starts cranking that motherfucker, all right? Wasn't even fully on the back, all right? He had one knee down here, as you can see. and just locks up that fucking rear naked, chokes Timmy Kumba um, out in the second round. So good submission win, good grappling win by Bernardo Sopa. All right, we're moving through these, boy. All right, on to the next. We had Modestas Bukakas versus Christian Edwards. Um, Actually, a lot closer of a fight than I thought it was going to be. Okay, I thought it was going to be sort of like a masterclass decision win by Modestas Bukakas. But old Christian Edwards, old 8-4 fucking random that we've never seen in the UFC before, comes out and he puts up a good fight against Bukakas. Round one, pretty evenly struck here. As you see here, 19 and 20. Edwards, he looks a little bit more athletic on the feet in round one. Bukakas a little bit more just technical, a little more calm, and just kind of back and forth striking here in the first round. And then on to the second round, Bukakas starts controlling the range of the striking exchanges a little bit more. I scored this round for him, in round one as well for him. And he was just a little bit more consistent with the output than Christian Edwards. Christian Edwards, he was landing some big shots, but I think Bukakas's were just landing a little bit cleaner. On to the third round, another close round. Christian Edwards, he looked a little bit better, I would say. He had the bigger moments overall, but Bukakas, he was staying a little bit more active. He was throwing more strikes overall than Christian Edwards in the third round. Even though he didn't land, the more strikes, he was staying a little bit more active with, throwing the strikes. So super close round here. Probably would give it to Christian Edwards just because he had the cleaner shots. But a super close fight here. I thought, like I said, I thought it was going to be a masterclass by Bukakas here. So maybe Christian Edwards is just really good. Okay, maybe we gotta fucking watch out for Christian Edwards, but did a lot better than I thought he was. So props to Christian Edwards as well. But a good close win from Bukakas. On to the next. We had Malcolm Wellmaker versus Juan Diaz. Okay, I was wishful thinking. Okay, I thought Malcolm Wellmaker. Okay, he lost to Ethan Ewing. Whatever, right? Whatever. That's his only loss. I'm not gonna count it against him. Um, but kind of a shit show by Malcolm Wellmaker. I won't lie. It looked pretty good in round one. Not a lot was going on. Gets taken down twice, but besides that, on the feet, he looked pretty good. But Diaz starts settling into the fight a little bit better. Starts creating some grappling exchanges with Wellmaker, um, which I think won in the round. Getting those two takedowns, he was landing some ground and pound a little bit, and just kind of mixing it up on the ground with Wellmaker, making Wellmaker work. I guess is what I'm trying to say. He looked very calm, looked very composed. Okay, in the first round. Second round comes around. Diaz starts actually kind of the same thing as a Sopa fight. He's like, all right, all I got to do is grapple this dude. He goes in, starts creating some grappling exchanges, and then takes Wellmaker's back when they're scrambling. Let's see if I can get a good video of that. Where's the scramble at? There was a little bit of a scramble before it. But anyways, he kind of gets this. I don't even know what you want to call this, bro. We had a lot of weird rear naked chokes on this card. He kind of just like has his leg hooked under Wellmaker's, locks up the rear naked choke. Big difference in the grappling here. So another good submission win in round two by Juan Diaz. Okay, on to the next. We had Doohoo Choi versus Daniel Santos. Okay, Doohoo Choi gets it done. Okay, I picked Daniel Santos to get this one done by decision, I think. But Doohoo Choi, bro, he looked fucking good in this fight. Okay, round one comes around. Santos, he's super aggressive. Comes out a little bit more aggressive than what I was hoping for. Let's see, round one strikes here. He was doing good in the first round, okay? Heavy pressure, explosive, landing some good combinations. Choi was kind of staying a little bit more technical, a little bit more patient, and countering really good. And then just kind of a little bit of a back and forth in round one. Round two comes around, okay? Doohoo Choi starts turning on the fucking heat, okay? Because Santos, he starts slowing down a little bit. Kind of getting a little bit tired, it looked like. If he would have been able to keep the pressure the whole fight, I think he would have got it done. because Dooku Choi was kind of waiting for Daniel Santos. All right, but then in round two, he just completely takes over the fight, and just starts fucking sniping Daniel Santos at range, um, getting him near the cage, and then just starts fucking putting all the fucking mustard on him. Starts releasing the gas tank. Do they have a good clip of that? Probably not. Okay. But he just kind of starts piecing up Santos against the cage, landing some big combinations, and then drops him, and gets himself a little TKO win. All right, shout out Dooku Choi, bro. My bad. I doubted you. Okay, I doubted you. I'm sorry. Um, good striking overall, by Dooku Choi. He was able to stay patient, uh, just enough until he got that cue. All right, to release all the mustard on Daniel Santos. On to the next, we had Arnold Allen versus Malik Costa. All right, what a fucking masterclass by Arnold Allen. It goes the full 5 rounds, 50-45 decision. Was it a unanimous decision? I forget. Yes, unanimous decision win here from Arnold Allen, 49-46, and then two judges scored it 50-45. Just a lot more technical, a lot more patient than Malik Costa. Malik Costa, he was trying to kind of create those moments, all right, those car crash moments in the fight, which is what he does very good at. But he wasn't able to do it against Arnold Allen. All right, round one, Allen drops Costa early with the left hand, and that's kind of the biggest moment of round one. So I gave that one to Arnold Allen. Round two, Costa starts throwing some more kicks, starts pressuring a little bit more. Like I said, he's trying to create those car crashes. But Allen's landing a little bit cleaner, a little bit more technical, and he's just staying a little bit more patient. Third round, Costa has some good pressure moments. Okay, I think this is one of the rounds where I was like, oh, maybe Malik Costa can come back and win the last 2 rounds, round 4 and 5, because he was landing a lot better, kind of combinations, and was pressuring Arnold Allen. Arnold Allen still countering though, landing in the exchanges, and just staying calm. All right, round 4 comes around. Allen's controlling the distance really well. And then I think Costa kind of gasses out a little bit because he stops throwing as much, and stops landing as much as well, compared to the 3 other rounds before that. And then Allen just starts trying to he's just kind of pieces him up, bro. My boy Arnold Allen. Okay. I don't know if I really needed to go over every single round, because it was kind of the same thing. It was kind of rinse and repeat every round. Malik Costa, he would come out, look pressure heavy, look like he was about to fucking start smoking Arnold Allen, and then Arnold Allen would just get the better of him in the exchanges, land the better counters, and all that shit. So good dominant win from Arnold Allen. Just how good is Gene Silva, folks? Pretty fucking good. Just how good is Diego Lopez, though? Okay. Overall, good card though. I'll give it a good 8.5 out of 10. There was a good mix of knockouts and decision wins and submission wins. So a good little variety here for this fight night. All right. On to the Netflix card now. Okay, we're wasting no time. We had Francis Ngannou versus Felipe Lins for the first fight of the Netflix card. And really the only fight that I enjoyed, if I'm going to be honest. It looked like some of the other fighters, okay, were there just to collect a paycheck, okay, a little bit. That's kind of what I was getting from it. But fucking Francis Ngannou, bro, Unk comes out, all right. Scary ass little walkout song from Francis Ngannou. He walks out. The fight gets going. He's staying very technical. He's landed the better shots, compared to Felipe Lins. Felipe Lins, he shoots a couple panic takedowns. Good defensive wrestling from Francis Ngannou. Early on in the fight, he's on top of Felipe Lins. He's landing some big ground and pound shots. And then we all knew what was going to happen, okay? Fucking Felipe Lins gets sent to the Shadow Realm. I'm trying not to play this video until I'm like, it's time to play the video because you got to pay attention, okay? Boom. I don't know why they made it such like a short clip video, but fucking Felipe Lins gets hit with a huge fucking left hand from Francis Ngannou right on the temple, right on the what is that, the right side of Felipe Lins' head. Francis Ngannou just kind of stands over him because he's fucking out. All right, sent to the shadow realm, exactly how I thought it was gonna go. Good fucking performance by Francis Ngannou, dude. Dude's 45, looks jacked as fuck still. And then he calls out old Johnny Bones, who's in the crowd. All right, after the fight. Will that fight happen? Probably not. But still, good little back and forth between him and John Jones on the mic. Calls him out, says that they can make that fight happen before they retire. All right. I don't know where that would happen. Maybe Netflix would like to put that fight on. If John Jones could figure out his contract with the UFC, or maybe fucking old Dana White will stop fucking, fucking holding this grudge against Francis Ngannou. All right. Um, I think it's really funny though because it's almost like Dana White did it purposefully on this fight. He didn't even wait till the main event of the Netflix card. Okay, we all knew if Conor McGregor was gonna get announced, it was gonna be during this card. Um, but he did it as fucking Francis Ngannou was walking out. So a little bit of a crafty vet move there by old Dana White. All right. On to the next though. Good win, by the way. Good win by Francis Ngannou. All right. Definitely enjoyed that fight the most out of these three. But on to the next, we had Mike Perry versus Nate Diaz. Okay. It was a good scrap. Okay. Round one, Mike Perry, he's mixing it up a little bit better on the feet. Nate Diaz is landing some good jabs, though. He's landing some good double jabs, popping the head back on Mike Perry. But Mike Perry, he's landing knees, he's landing elbows against the cage. Okay, just mixing it up a little bit better. As you can see here, a little oblique kick. Fucking goddamn, bruh. This is the problem, though. Okay, I don't know why I picked Nate Diaz to win. Um, Jesus. He maybe got hit 5, 10 times, and he just this is what comes from getting hit 5, 10 times when you're Nate Diaz, bro. Just gets hit, um, and just immediately starts fucking gushing blood everywhere out of his face. Um, Good job by Mike Perry. He was holding him up against the cage, landing some big elbows. He was landing some good ground and pound, but most of the time he was just letting Nate Diaz get back up. Nate Diaz survives round one. Round two comes around, kind of the same thing. The only real substance that Nate Diaz is putting out there is his jab. Got super lazy. He's like holding on the cage and doing like some half-ass kicks. Good old Nate Diaz classic. Just throwing some random bullshit during the fight. And then it ends in a doctor stoppage after round two, unfortunately. But also not, unfortunately, because I mean, it's fucking this guy. Nate Diaz was there for the 10 or the 15 or the 20 mil, whatever he got paid. I think he looked good for a little bit of the fight, but overall, just outclassed by Mike Perry. Mike Perry gets on the mic, uh, starts calling out Jake Paul. Jake Paul says he would fight him in an MMA fight. Whatever. I would watch it, okay, but it's not like, oh, okay, oh no way, dude, fucking Jake Paul versus Mike Perry. Because it's probably never gonna happen anyways. I couldn't see Jake Paul fighting MMA, but if he does, I hope Mike Perry fucking slimes him out. Okay. On to the next. We had Ronda Rousey versus Gina Carano. We're gonna make this one quick, okay, because this is a touchy subject for me. Gina Carano gets slimed out in round one. Exactly what I said in the prediction video. I think I said round one and then I switched it to round two. 17 seconds. Ronda Rousey comes in there, takes down Gina Carano right away, and locks up the armbar. There's literally nothing more to be said about that fight than that. 17-second armbar from this young man here, Ronda Rousey. Good win from this young man. Excited to see, what this young man does, with the rest of his career, sliming out, Carano. So, yeah. Anyways, that's all that's going to be said for the Netflix card. Overall, I would say the fight night was a lot better. Even the fight night was a lot better. Okay, they were hyping this fucking Netflix up card. This fucking goddamn it, this Netflix card up so bad. It was all right. It was all right. I don't think anything's gonna come close to the UFC. I mean, a lot of people were saying, "Oh my god, dude, this is like fucking bigger than some UFC events. This is gonna be better than most UFC events." Um, it was All right, it was It was mid. Um, I enjoyed the Francis fight though. I thought that was the best fight out of those three. Um, so shout out Big Black Beast Francis. Um, Pretty good fight night though. I enjoyed the fight night a lot. Like I said, a good mix up of finishes and wins. Um, that's gonna be it for this video, though. Okay, it's gonna be it for the recap and the reaction because I gotta get off here and I gotta film another fucking reaction. Okay, because we're living in a time, man. Sean Strickland just won. We had fucking Francis Ngannou come back, send somebody to the Shadow Realm. Um, And now we have Conor. What the what? 2026? We're talking about Conor McGregor coming back? Are you fucking kidding me, dude? Anyways, I'm gonna get off here. I'm gonna record that kind of reaction video, and kind of what I think about the card, because the whole main card of the international fight we got announced. So gonna go over that. Um, but overall, good weekend of fights. Mid weekend of predictions. I think 6 for 9 total, including the Netflix card. I'm not really too pissed about it. Um, like I said, I would have liked to do a little bit better on the UFC, but overall, I'd say it's still pretty good. Okay, 4 for 6 ain't bad. Um, but yeah, that's gonna be it for me. I'm gonna quit yapping. Peace.